Buckle up, Vikings faithful. It's time to dive into the purple and gold fever, as we're just 1 week away from the 2025 season opener against the Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football. Can you feel the electricity in the air? The Minnesota Vikings are ready to storm the field, and we've got a boatload of storylines that'll keep you glued to your screen. From J.J. McCarthy's big debut to a revamped running game and a defense looking to dominate, this season is shaping up to be a wild ride. So, grab your horns, let's unpack the boldest predictions for our Vikings offense. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. What's got you most hyped for this season? Drop it in the comments. Let's set the stage. After a 14-3 season in 2024, the Vikings are hungry to prove they're no fluke. Last year, we nailed 3 out of 4 bold predictions. Sam Darnold hit 4,000 passing yards, Justin Jefferson stayed under 2,000 receiving yards, and Ed Ingram kept pressures below 30. The miss? Ty Chandler didn't lead the team in rushing. But this year, with a beefed-up roster and a new QB under center, we're doubling down with 4 fearless predictions that'll have every Vikings fan buzzing. Are you ready to see what's in store for our boys in purple? First up, let's talk about the big question. Can J.J. McCarthy step into Sam Darnold's shoes and keep this offense humming? That's where our first bold prediction comes in, and it's a juicy one. Stick around, because we're about to break down why McCarthy's arm, Jordan Mason's legs, Josh Oliver's hands, and a revamped defensive line are about to make waves in the NFL. Skol Vikings. Let's dive in. Here comes our first bold prediction. J.J. McCarthy will post a touchdown-to-interception ratio better than 2.5 to 1. That's right, Vikings fans. Our rookie QB is ready to ball out. McCarthy's college tape at Michigan showed a guy who protects the football like it's his lifeline, throwing with anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. But here's the bold part. Only 9 QBs in NFL history have a career TD INT ratio above 2.5, and 4 of them are MVP winners. That's the elite company we're talking about. Why are we so confident? Head coach Kevin O'Connell's play calling is a quarterback's dream, blending a pass-heavy attack with a newfound focus on the run game. McCarthy's quick release means he won't be holding the ball like Darnold did last season, which led to some costly sacks. With weapons like Justin Jefferson and T.J. Hawkinson, McCarthy's got the tools to carve up defenses. But will he hit that 2.5:1 mark in his rookie year? That's the challenge. Vikings fans, what do you think? Can J.J. McCarthy keep those turnovers low and light up the scoreboard? The Bears game is our first test, and I'm already counting down the days. Let's keep the energy high and move to our next prediction, because it's about to get physical in the backfield. Let's talk about the ground game, because bold prediction number 2 is a game changer. Jordan Mason will rush for 10 or more touchdowns in 2025. You heard that right, our new running back, acquired from the 49ers, is about to be a red zone wrecking ball. Last season, the Vikings struggled in the red zone, ranking 19th in touchdown percentage. Mason's arrival changes everything with his bruising style and knack for breaking tackles. Mason showed his stuff in San Francisco, racking up 789 yards and 3 touchdowns on 153 carries in 2024, including 3 100-yard games. His 37.3% missed tackle rate led the NFL for players with 150-plus carries, per next-gen stats. Paired with Aaron Jones, who's coming off a career-high 1,138 yards, Mason's physicality is the perfect complement to Jones' speed. This 1-2 punch is built to fix those red zone woes and keep defenses guessing. Can Mason hit double-digit touchdowns and power the Vikings to new heights? With an improved defensive line, more on that later, this could be the year our run game steals the show. What's your take, Vikings Nation? Are we finally getting that dominant ground attack we've been craving? Let's keep rolling. Next up, bold prediction number 3. Tight end Josh Oliver is about to have a breakout year, setting career highs across the board, targets, receptions, yards, and touchdowns. With Jordan Addison sidelined for the first 3 games due to suspension, Oliver's role in this offense is about to explode. Last season, he posted 22 receptions for 258 yards and 3 touchdowns. This year, we're calling for him to smash those numbers. Why the hype? The Vikings' renewed focus on the run game means more 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, which was used on 24.7% of snaps in 2024. Oliver's blocking skills are elite. Pro Football Focus gave him a top-tier grade as a run blocker, but he's also a sneaky weapon in the passing game. With McCarthy's quick reads and O'Connell's creative play designs, Oliver could see 30-plus targets and turn those into big plays. Imagine him hauling in a couple of red zone scores against the Bears. Vikings fans, are you ready to see Josh Oliver become a household name? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Will he be the secret weapon in this offense? We're not done yet. Let's talk about the big guys up front who are making all this possible. Our final bold prediction is a big one. The Vikings' offensive line will allow 28 or fewer sacks in 2025. Last year, they gave up a whopping 48 sacks, a big reason why the season ended on a sour note against the Lions. But this offseason, General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah went to work, signing Pro Bowl center Ryan Kelly, guard Will Fries, and drafting Donovan Jackson in the first round. This revamped line is a force to be reckoned with. Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill anchor the tackles, forming what Pro Football Focus calls a top-notch duo. Add Kelly's veteran savvy, Fry's mauling style, and Jackson's versatility, and you've got a line that can protect McCarthy's quick release. Last season, Darnold's tendency to hold the ball led to pressure, but McCarthy's fast trigger should cut those sacks in half. PFF ranked this new-look line 7th in the NFL. Talk about an upgrade. Can this offensive line keep JJ upright and open lanes for Mason and Jones? Vikings fans, let me hear your confidence level in the comments. We're just getting started. So let's dive deeper into what makes this offense tick. Let's zoom in on JJ McCarthy, because this kid is the future of the Vikings. Coming off a national championship at Michigan, he's got the poise and smarts to handle the NFL spotlight. During training camp, he was dropping dimes in joint practices against the Patriots, connecting with TJ Hawkinson and Jordan Addison on quick, decisive throws. The Athletic noted his convicted decision-making in the red zone, exactly what we need after last year's struggles. O'Connell's offense is a perfect fit for McCarthy. In 2024, the Vikings passed on 64% of plays, but with a beefed-up run game, expect a more balanced attack. McCarthy's ability to read defenses and throw with anticipation means he's not just avoiding picks. He's setting up big plays. Think back to his college days. 44 touchdowns to just 9 interceptions over 2 seasons. That's the kind of efficiency we're banking on. What's the ceiling for McCarthy in year 1, Vikings fans? Are we looking at a playoff run with this kid under center? Let's keep the Skol spirit alive and shift gears to our dynamic running back duo. Jordan Mason is the new kid on the block, and he's bringing some serious thunder to the Vikings' backfield. Traded from the 49ers for a 2025 pick swap and a 2026 sixth-rounder, Mason's 5.31 yards per carry since entering the NFL ranks 4th among running backs with 200-plus carries. His downhill, tackle-breaking style is exactly what Kevin O'Connell envisioned when he called Mason a 4-minute back who thrives at the second level. Pair that with Aaron Jones, who re-signed on a 2-year, $20 million deal after a stellar 2024. Jones ran for 1,138 yards and added 323 receiving yards, proving he's a dual-threat weapon. Together, they form a backfield that O'Connell says will cause a lot of problems for defenses. With Mason handling short yardage and red zone duties, Jones can stay fresh for explosive plays. It's a match made in Valhalla. Who's going to be the bigger star, Jones or Mason? Drop your pick in the comments, Vikings fans, because this tandem is about to make some noise. Let's talk about how they'll get those holes to run through next. The offensive line is the backbone of this new-look Vikings offense, and it's never been stronger. Ryan Kelly, a 4-time Pro Bowler, brings 121 starts of experience from Indianapolis, while Will Fries adds grit and power at guard. Donovan Jackson, the 24th overall pick in 2025, is a versatile beast who PFF praised for his ability to play multiple spots. This group is built to dominate, and they're already gelling in training camp. Last season, the line struggled, allowing 48 sacks, way too many for a 14-win team. But with McCarthy's quick release and this upgraded unit, expect that number to plummet. PFF's Zoltan Butte ranked the Vikings line 7th in the NFL, citing Darisaw and O'Neal as one of the league's best tackle tandems. This line isn't just about protection. They're opening massive holes for Mason and Jones in the run game. Vikings Nation, are you as pumped as I am about this offensive line? Can they keep McCarthy clean and pave the way for a top 10 rushing attack? Let's keep the hype train rolling and check in on Josh Oliver's big moment. Josh Oliver is ready to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight. With Addison out for 3 games, O'Connell's leaning on 12 personnel to keep defenses honest, and Oliver's the perfect fit. His blocking is already top-notch. PFF gave him an 80-plus run blocking grade in 2024, but his hands are underrated. Last season, he generated a 140.8 passer rating when targeted, third best in the NFL for players with 25-plus targets. Oliver's career highs, 28 targets, 22 receptions, 258 yards, and 3 touchdowns, are all in danger of falling. With McCarthy's quick reads and a scheme that loves tight ends, Oliver could see 30 to 40 targets, especially in the red zone. Picture him snagging a contested catch over a Bears linebacker to seal a Monday night win. That's the kind of impact we're expecting. What's Oliver's breakout stat line going to look like, Vikings fans? More catches or more touchdowns? Hit the comments with your predictions. Let's shift to how this offense plans to light up the red zone. The Vikings' red zone struggles were a thorn in their side last year, ranking 29th with just 9 rushing touchdowns. That's why the additions of Mason, Kelly, Fries, and Jackson are so crucial. They're built to bully defenses inside the 20. Mason's 37.3% missed tackle rate makes him a nightmare in tight spaces, while Jones' elusiveness keeps defenders guessing. This duo could push the Vikings back toward their 2022 mark of 18 rushing touchdowns, which tied for 7th in the NFL. O'Connell's been preaching balance, and the numbers back it up. In 2024, the Vikings had 211 red zone carries but scored on just 8. With a stronger line and Mason's physicality, expect that touchdown rate to climb. Training camp reports from Vikings.com highlight Mason and Jones gashing defenses in short yardage drills. A sign of things to come. Can the Vikings finally crack the red zone code? How many rushing touchdowns are we getting this year, fans? Drop your guesses below, because we're about to talk about how Justin Jefferson ties it all together. You can't talk Vikings without mentioning Justin Jefferson, the heart and soul of this offense. Even with just 1,800 receiving yards in 2024, keeping him under our bold prediction of 2,000, Jefferson remains the NFL's premier receiver. His presence forces defenses to double-team him, opening up opportunities for Hockenson, Oliver, and even Jones out of the backfield. PFF gave the Vikings receiving core a 4th-best 82.1 grade in 2024, and Jefferson's 88.0-plus grades 5 years running are a big reason why. With Addison out early, Jefferson will carry an even bigger load. But that's nothing new for JJ. He thrives under pressure. O'Connell's creative route designs, like the ones that freed up Jefferson for 1,400 yards in just 14 games last year, will make life easier for McCarthy. Expect Jefferson to draw coverage and set up big plays for everyone else, especially in Week 1 against Chicago. Vikings fans, how many yards is Jefferson racking up this year? Can he finally crack 2,000? Let's hear your bold predictions in the comments. We're moving to the defense next, because this unit's ready to feast. Don't sleep on the Vikings defense, because Brian Flores has this group primed for another stellar year. After a 14-3 season in 2024, they're not resting on their laurels. Additions like Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave to the defensive line, plus a secondary led by Harrison Smith and Josh Metellus, make this unit a nightmare for opponents. PFF ranked the Vikings linebackers 10th in the NFL, with Blake Cashman and Ivan Pace Jr. anchoring the middle. How does this tie into the offense? A dominant defense means more possessions for McCarthy, Mason, and company. Last year, the Vikings defense forced 22 turnovers, giving the offense short fields to work with. With an improved run game and fewer sacks, expect the offense to capitalize on those extra chances. Flores' aggressive schemes, praised by NFL Network's Brian Baldinger, will keep the Bears' offense on its heels in Week 1. What's the key to another big defensive year, Vikings fans? More sacks or more picks? Drop your thoughts below, because we're about to see how it all comes together in Chicago. Let's talk about that Monday night opener against the Bears. Soldier Field is always a tough place to play, but the Vikings are 2-0 against Chicago in the last 2 seasons. With McCarthy's poise, Mason's power, and an offensive line that's finally clicking, this could be a statement game. The Bears' secondary struggled in 2024, allowing 230 passing yards per game, so expect Jefferson and Hockenson to exploit those matchups. The key will be the red zone. If Mason and Jones can punch in a couple of touchdowns, and McCarthy keeps the ball safe, the Vikings could start 1-0 with a bang. O'Connell's been drilling 2-minute situations in training camp, per The Athletic, and McCarthy's already shown he can handle pressure. A late-game drive to seal the win? That's the stuff Vikings' dreams are made of. Who's your MVP for Week 1? Fans? Jefferson, McCarthy, or someone else? Let's hear it in the comments. We're almost at the finish line, so let's wrap up these bold predictions. These bold predictions: McCarthy's TD/INT ratio, Mason's 10-plus touchdowns, Oliver's breakout, and the offensive line's sack reduction set the stage for a thrilling 2025. The Vikings' offseason moves, from trading for Mason to bolstering the line, show they're all in on fixing last year's weaknesses. With a 14-3 record in 2024 and a 9-game win streak, this team's got the talent and the hunger to go further. The X factor? Kevin O'Connell's ability to adapt. His shift toward a more balanced attack, highlighted by Vikings.com, could make this offense unstoppable. If the red zone clicks and the line holds up, we're looking at a team that can compete with anyone in the NFC. But it all starts in Chicago, and Vikings fans are ready to paint Soldier Field purple. What's your biggest hope for this season, Vikings Nation? Playoffs, Super Bowl, or something else? Drop it below, because we're all in this together. Let's keep the Skol spirit alive. Vikings faithful, we're on the cusp of something special in 2025. From J.J. McCarthy's debut to Jordan Mason's breakout potential, Josh Oliver's big year, and an offensive line ready to dominate, this team is built for greatness. The Bears better watch out, because the purple and gold are coming to play. What's got you most excited for Week 1? Hit the comments, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with every Vikings fan you know. Let's keep the conversation going. Tell us your bold predictions for the season. Will McCarthy be a rookie star? Can Mason and Jones carry the run game? And how about that offensive line? Will they keep JJ upright? Skol Vikings! Join us next time for more Vikings news updates, and let's ride this wave all the way to the playoffs. Don't forget to smash that like button, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe for all the latest Vikings news. Share this with your fellow fans, and let's make some noise for our boys in purple. Skol!